It all started with a cryptic tweet from Elon Musk. Meeting an old acquaintance today. Let's see where this goes. The internet went wild with speculation, but no one could have guessed who he was referring to. On the same day, Donald Trump was spotted boarding his private jet, destination unknown. The media, as always, was in a frenzy, speculating about a secret meeting. Elon Musk, dressed casually in jeans and a Tesla hoodie, arrived at a discreet high-end restaurant in Miami. The atmosphere was abuzz with whispers as patrons recognized him. Moments later, Trump walked in, exuding his usual larger-than-life aura, dressed in a sharp navy suit and red tie. The two men exchanged a firm handshake, both sporting enigmatic smiles. The waiter showed them to a private room, but not before a few photos leaked onto social media. Musk and Trump, what's cooking, was trending within minutes. Inside the room, the conversation started amicably enough, small talk about family and business. But as the minutes passed, the tone shifted. Trump leaned back, his arms crossed. Elon, you've got influence, I've got power, but I have to ask, why call me here? Musk smirked, sipping his espresso. Because, Donald, sometimes the best innovations come from the most unexpected collaborations. Trump raised an eyebrow, intrigued but skeptical. The suspense in the room was palpable, and though no one knew it at the time, this was the beginning of a moment that would change the narrative between two of the world's most talked about figures. Elon leaned forward, his expression unusually serious. Donald, let's cut to the chase. I want to propose something bold, something the world would never expect from either of us. Trump tilted his head, intrigued but cautious. Go on, he said. Musk reached into his bag and pulled out a sleek folder. Inside were blueprints, diagrams, and projections for a colossal new initiative, the Future Forward Project. Elon began explaining, his hands moving animatedly. It's not just about space, or electric cars, or politics. It's about creating something that brings people together. Energy independence, education reform, and public infrastructure. And I want you to be part of it. Trump's initial reaction was a mix of disbelief and curiosity. Elon, this sounds like a political campaign disguised as philanthropy, he said with a smirk. Musk chuckled. It's neither, and that's why it'll work. People are tired of politics, but they're not tired of hope. Trump sat in silence for a moment, processing. You think the two of us, two of the most polarizing figures on the planet, can unite people? Musk nodded. Precisely because of that, we'd shock the world. Imagine the headlines, Donald. Elon Musk and Donald Trump, innovating together. The idea hung in the air like a live wire, both men silently weighing the risks and rewards. Trump finally broke the silence, his trademark grin creeping across his face. All right, Elon, I'm listening. The next morning, the world woke up to headlines splashed across every media outlet. Musk and Trump meet for secret talks. Paparazzi photos of the two at the Miami restaurant were everywhere. Speculation ranged from a business deal to a political alliance to, bizarrely, the launch of a reality TV show. Trump's spokesperson issued a vague statement saying, President Trump is always open to innovative ideas. Musk, on the other hand, was as cryptic as ever, tweeting, Big things coming. Stay tuned. Social media exploded. Supporters of both men clashed online, debating whether this was the beginning of a genius partnership or a disaster waiting to happen. Memes flooded the internet, some hilarious, others scathing. Inside Tesla's headquarters, Musk's team was buzzing with excitement and apprehension. Are you sure about this, Elon? One of his advisors asked. Musk grinned. The best moves are the ones no one sees coming. Meanwhile, Trump's inner circle was equally divided. This could alienate your base, one advisor warned. But Trump dismissed the concerns with a wave of his hand. Relax. The art of the deal, remember? The stage was set and the whole world was watching. A week later, Musk and Trump held a joint press conference. The room was packed with journalists, cameras, and a palpable sense of anticipation. Musk spoke first, outlining the Future Forward project. His vision was grand, blending renewable energy, cutting-edge technology, and grassroots education reform. Then Trump took the podium, his charisma filling the room. When Elon Musk calls you with a big idea, You listen. And folks, this is the biggest, boldest idea I've ever heard. Questions flew from reporters. Is this a political campaign? How will this be funded? Why partner with each other? Trump and Musk fielded them with surprising synergy, deflecting criticism and emphasizing their shared goal of innovation. But not everyone was convinced. Protests erupted across social media, accusing the duo of using philanthropy as a PR stunt. Late-night talk shows had a field day, with comedians joking about the most unlikely bromance of the century. Despite the backlash, donations and endorsements began pouring in. The project was already gaining momentum, and Musk and Trump seemed unfazed by the controversy. Let them talk, Trump said to Musk later. As long as they're talking about us, we're winning. As the Future Forward project gained momentum, the duo's success appeared unstoppable until the bombshell hit. A well-known investigative journalist published a scathing exposé alleging that some of the funding behind the project originated from controversial entities. The article was detailed, including supposedly leaked documents, and it spread like wildfire. Social media exploded, with hashtags like #MuskTrump scandal and #Future Fraud trending within hours. In the Tesla headquarters, Elon paced the floor like a caged animal, his mind racing. This isn't just a PR hit. It's a direct attack on everything we're building, he muttered. His executive team sat in silence, unsure how to console their visibly frustrated leader. On the other side of the country, Trump's inner circle was equally chaotic. Mr. President, the optics on this are terrible, one advisor said. Trump leaned back in his chair, steepling his fingers. Optics are just another battleground, he said calmly. Let's see who flinches first. When the two men met that evening in a private location, the atmosphere was tense. Elon, you need to tell me now. Are these allegations true? Trump asked, his voice unusually grave. Musk shot back. Of course not, Donald. This project was built to be transparent, but that doesn't mean someone hasn't planted something to make it look bad. They reviewed the documents together, poring over every line. Musk's face hardened as he spotted inconsistencies. These are forgeries, he declared, but proving that will take time. Trump grinned faintly. Time is a luxury we don't have, Elon. If we don't control the narrative will control us. Their next step was bold but risky. They scheduled a joint press conference to address the controversy head-on. Musk's advisors balked at the idea, warning it could backfire. Transparency is our only weapon, Musk insisted. Trump, ever the showman, added, and we'll wield it like a sword. The press conference drew a massive audience. Elon started with a heartfelt appeal, explaining the vision of the Future Forward project and emphasizing its core mission to unite people. Trump followed, dismissing the allegations as a desperate attempt to discredit progress. They don't want us to succeed because they know we can, he said, his voice booming. While the conference quelled some doubts, skepticism lingered. Musk and Trump knew they had survived the immediate crisis, but the battle for public trust was far from over. Determined to regain control, Musk and Trump orchestrated a bold move. They announced a live-stream Q&A, inviting everyday citizens to ask unfiltered questions. This is either genius or suicide, one of Musk's advisors whispered. Musk simply shrugged. People respect the truth when they hear it. On the night of the event, millions tuned in worldwide. The setup was starkly simple. 2 chairs, a table, and no teleprompters. Musk and Trump appeared side by side, projecting confidence despite the mounting pressure. The first question came from a teacher in Iowa. If this project is for the people, why are there allegations of hidden agendas? Musk leaned forward, his tone earnest. I won't sugarcoat it. These allegations hurt because they undermine something I believe in deeply. But here's the thing. Those documents are fakes. We've hired independent investigators and will release the results publicly. Transparency is our foundation. Trump chimed in, his voice surprisingly measured. Look, I've been in the public eye long enough to know when people are trying to tear you down. But this project isn't about me or Elon. It's about the people who need energy independence, better schools, and a brighter future. As the questions continued, the dynamic between the two men became clear. Musk provided the vision, speaking passionately about the technical and ethical aspects of the project. Trump delivered the emotional punch, connecting with viewers through anecdotes and humor. One moment stood out. A single mother asked how the project would impact her struggling family. Musk's answer was detailed, but it was Trump who stole the moment. Ma'am, I grew up watching my father build something out of nothing. This project is about giving families like yours the tools to succeed, and we won't stop until that happens. The climax came when Musk and Trump revealed a surprise. They were personally funding the next phase of the project, pledging millions from their own fortunes. The announcement sent shockwaves across the internet. Critics were stunned into silence, and even staunch opponents began to soften. By the end of the live stream, public opinion had shifted dramatically. Social media lit up with hashtags like #FutureForward and #MuskTrump Unity. The project wasn't just back on track, it was stronger than ever. Musk and Trump had turned a potential disaster into an unprecedented triumph, proving that even the unlikeliest alliances could achieve extraordinary things.